Hey, what's up, y'all? Today we are going to go over how to protect your shoes from creases, how to avoid getting creases. This goes for any shoe. I know the Air Forces are the usual suspects. Those things get creases while they're sitting in your closet, but it goes for any shoes. It doesn't matter. Whatever shoes you want to keep creases out of, these will work for that. Before we get into the video, same as always, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, share, all that. So without too much further ado, let's get into the video. So first up, we're going to go with the force fields. The force fields are a soft foam insert that goes in the toe box. It has two sticky strips on the backside so that it will actually stick up into your toe box. Um, I would recommend buying your shoes a half size bigger because they do fill up a lot of space in there. It will make it feel like a too tight of a fit. So like I generally wear a 12 and a half, but I buy a 13 and put the force fields in it. I personally think these are the best. Um, they're the most comfortable. They're lightweight. They're cheap. They're easy to use. They have a bunch of other brands just like this. Um, and I will put some pictures up so you guys know which ones those are too. Um, the next up is the Crep Shields. So Crep, um, they have the cleaning solutions, the brushes. They sell them at all your local shoe stores. These ones, the difference is they're hard plastic with a perforated hole. I don't like these ones as much. I feel like they feel like you're wearing a steel toe boot, kind of. Um, but same idea. They slide in the toe box. They stay in the toe box while you're wearing them. The only difference is they're hard plastic with perforated holes to breathe. A little, they're a little less bulky, a little less comfortable, but they're a good solution. They do work. They do keep the creases out. So to each his own. Some people might like that better. I tend to like the force fields a little better. But there's also numerous brands similar to that as well, and I'll put those up here too somewhere. Um, Next up is Angelus has it's called the original decreaser. I haven't personally tried this one. It looks a little chintzy to me. It's just got like these little cardboard legs, and then it fits up in the top of your shoebox, and the little cardboard legs come down and sit on the bottom. Like I said, I haven't tried it, so I can't give you an honest opinion on it. But from the looks of them, they don't look like they would work that great. But give it a try. I mean, you never know until you try it. Next up, not the best solution, but I have seen people do this, is the cardboard insert that comes in your shoes. Like if you buy a pair of Jordans or Air Forces, they come with the cardboard shoe tree insert. Um, People take those, they cut them to size, they leave them in the toe box of their shoe. Why I wouldn't recommend this is because cardboard will hold moisture, it will hold mildew, it will hold bacteria, it will hold smell. So if it gets wet, I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but you can do whatever you want. Um, Other than that, you can do the old school throwback, fold the sock over the toe and keep the creases out like that. I mean, there's much better ways, but if you're balling on a budget, same with the cardboard. If you're balling on a budget, it works. I mean, you do what you got to do to make your shoes look crispy. So as far as when you take your shoes off, my recommendation is to get yourself some shoe trees. You can buy a few different kinds of shoe trees. So the first kind of shoe tree is the spring shoe tree. It's just the shape of a toe box, a little ball on the back, and a long spring. The problem with those is if you have a bigger size foot like me, a 13, they don't work that well. I think they recommend that they only go up to like a 12, but I mean, they work, they just don't work as well. You can also get these on IKEA.com. They sell the same brand. You can also go on Google, Amazon, eBay, um, and that's the same for any of these. Amazon, eBay, Google. You can type any of these in and find them. So the next up is the Rejuvenator adjustable shoe trees. These are what I use. These are what I find to be the best. I think the spring ones look cooler, but I think the Rejuvenator adjustables, um, it's they're just more user friendly. You can adjust them to every different size shoe. Um, they give you a handle when you're trying to clean, as well as keep the toe box pressed out. Um, from what I see and what I hear, those seem to be the favorite of the shoe trees. And like I said, that's what I have. That's what I use. So there's that. You can get those on rejuvenator.com. The next one is a cedar shoe tree, which same idea. It's just the shape of a foot. It keeps your toe box pressed out, but it's made of cedar wood. If you have expensive shoes, like say if you have a pair of Dior ones that are just sitting in the closet, I would recommend these. They're more durable. The cedar, I'm not sure exactly what it does, but I know that it like absorbs bacteria or kills bacteria and smells and stuff like that. Um, so there's numerous uses for that. But I just think they look better. They're more durable. Uh, they're more expensive, but you get what you pay for. So my suggestion, if you have an expensive pair of shoes that you're just using to show or sit, the cedar shoe trees are the way to go with that. Um, so if you don't want to have any of those, you can just always ball up some old socks or old rags or a t-shirt or newspaper or just anything, whatever you have laying around. Just as long as you can keep that toe box pressed out, you just pack the toe box and leave it. Um, if for some reason the creases are already in the shoe, uh, don't worry. Just pack the toe box, put a shoe tree in there, whatever. Put a wet rag over the parts that creased, and run over it with an iron. That will pull the creases out, and then just make sure that you protect them from then on out. Uh, Another way you can do is hit it with a steamer. Hit it with a steamer, loosen the leather up, and then jam the toe box, and that will get the creases out as well. I would recommend not letting it get that far. But worst case scenario, there's already some creases in there, or if you're a restorer and you bought some shoes with creases, that's the way to get them out. So just to run over that real quick, we got the force fields. We have the crepe shields. We have a bunch of different versions of all those. We have the original decreaser. We have the Angelus shoe trees. We have the Rejuvenator shoe trees. We have the cedar shoe trees, the IKEA shoe trees, and then we have the rags, the newspaper. We have the cardboard. Those are just some of the ways that I've seen and some of the things that I do. That's what works for me. You guys should do whatever works for you. Whatever you like is what you should do. But I just want to give you some ideas and some tips on where you can go and what you can do and how you can do it. I hope this helps. I hope you guys get some valuable information out of this. And until next time, I'm out.